Race 5 on the card is at 3 o'clock, top of the hour. 3 o'clock sharp will be the 5th race over 1,000 meters. A Pinnacle Stakes, where the best weighted in the race is Pearl of Asia. A good race, a really good race, and I can't wait to hear Dee's comments and thoughts about race 5. But before we hear his comments, let's go and hear what Craig Udy, Stuart Ferry and Robbie Hill had to say, and we'll also watch Spider's Corner's last run.
And Opie's towards the outside, and then comes Filippo. 300 metres to go. It's Traces who's hung towards the inside, and on the outside Pray for Rain is making a race of it, and Pray for Rain now comes into the lead. Traces is down the inside. Spider's Corner's trying to take lead, but it's Pray for Rain, and Pray for Rain will win it. Spider's Corner will be second. Third place is close. Maybe Keep the Lights On, and then Love Bomb.
Party Time, obviously a very, very good horse. He's run very close up in some features, been off for a break. Might find it a tad short, but he is a very good horse.
Tempting Fate last time, Rachel went to the front with her 4 kilograms and just kept rolling. Not a bad run, but this 1,000 might be a bit sharp, but we need to get a run in because he probably go to Joburg at the end for their race, end of November. So, but yeah, obviously, listen, he's run 2 good races since he's wind up, and if the 1,000's not a little on the sharp side, he's obviously a really nice horse.
Yeah, Pearl of Asia, look, 1,000 metres is normally a bit on the sharp side for him, but it is a prep run. We're going to go from there, go to the Merchants in Joburg, so this is more of a prep run. If he happens to run in the money or win, it will be a bonus.
Cartel Captain, same sort of effort. I think he'll also go to Joburg end of November, so this is a nice little prep run for him. He's had a bit of a break, and also the 1,000 for him probably a little bit too sharp. But if he's running on at the end, at the finish, we'll be happy with him.
Dee's, this race, when you listen to those interviews, and yes, horses, a lot of them are having their preparations for bigger things to come, and horses just might be needing it and might find it a little shorter than what they really want. Just makes it that much more difficult to try and predict the outcome.
It's really nice to hear the trainers mention that they're going to be going with these horses to Gauteng, because we find it, especially in Gauteng, during our champion season here in KZN, this is the leveling playing fields. We get Cape Town, Joburg, all coming to the fore over that 3 months, which is arguably, for me, the best time of the season here in South Africa. Joburg, there's lack of opposition, and it's really nice to see the guys, taking the plunge and saying, we're taking our horses up to Gauteng. So that sprint race is going to be an absolute blinder. In fact, all the sprint races, because there's some useful sprinters here in KZN. Absolutely. And hopefully the Cape Town guys can follow suit as well, But coming back to the race, usually the best weighted column is the guide. You mentioned Pearl of Asia at the top. But the horse that, it may be just a bit too soon for him in his career that he's now against these older horses. This is horse Party Time, because he's impressed me each time he's come to the races. I mean, his first 2 starts speaks volumes, although he's been beaten by Waterbury Lane, who is a Group 2 winner, the winner of the Golden Horseshoe. He's been beaten by Good Traveller, who's now a Group 1 winner of the Premier's Champions Stakes. And then when he won his maiden, well, it was an absolute canter that he won. And then he's run out the maidens in the Gatecrasher Stakes. Well, Cosmic Highway is very, very highly thought of by Dean Kannemeyer. So the form lines are there. He's quick, he's speedy, he's got no weight. 53.5 on his back. I hear Craig Udy when he mentioned there, he's coming off a break, but usually I find it with sprinters that they can come out fresh. They're eager to race. It's been a long time since they've seen the racetrack. They're excited. He'll jump out, and I think he'll be in front. But he takes on a cracking good field here, Warren. Ultra Magnus, you can make a strong case for. Shantyman, don't read too much into the fact that Anton Marcus is not riding Pearl of Asia, because Robbie Hill obviously wants a jockey that is going to ride through with this horse when he goes up to Gauteng. So Anton's back on Shantyman, and he's got the best record on the horse. We've watched the replay of Spider's Corner, Tempting Fate, Mount Pleasant, Pearl of Asia. The list goes on. My thinking in this race is that take a stance if you like a horse, go with it in your place accumulator, pick 6 or whatever bet you fancy, but I would play as wide as possible in the exotics. I've picked out this horse Party Time as one to follow for the show, but not with much confidence.
Dees, yeah, you've assessed it beautifully, because it is that kind of race, and I can't wait to see it, because we're going to be able to pick up so many pointers here, horses that will improve from their runs, horses that might need a tad further. It's tough. Yeah, let's take Dees' advice. If we can afford the field, or as closer to the field as possible, I think let's do that, because we're going to be in for a good race. But you're quite right. The horse that does catch the interest, Party Time, and having a word with the team off air and during the course of the months, he's a nice horse. They really rate him, and those form lines. You just look into that winners to runners form line column, bursting with form, bursting with winners, neatly drawn, lightweight. So he could well be the one. So yeah, I think you're right. Let's try and go as close to the field as we possibly can.
Yeah, but I'll just keep going back to him racing against these tried and tested older horses, been there, done that. He's now, coming up against some, but they'll know exactly where they stand with regards to his ability after this run. Although, they may feel that we're putting him here, but we're of the opinion that he'll need it. I think even if he's 80% ready against this type of field, whatever the result, regardless of the outcome, he's a horse to follow, and he will certainly make his presence felt against this bunch.
Race 5. That's it. Let's move on and talk about race 6.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do